Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Papercrafts group. And don't forget the Sweet Pea Papers coffee shop, and that's one of those ones with the ko-fi.com. All those links are below the video. You can't miss them. And this is my design team project for LineDotArrow for February of 2025. Sorry about that. So all of the LineDotArrow links are going to be below. A link to the kit. It's going to be, there's two kits actually. They're mixed together. And let's see. One is called Herbs and Roses, and the other is called Love and Lace. And they will both be on sale for the month of February at, I believe she usually does 40% off. And you don't have to buy them together to get that discount. We're also going to have challenges the month of February. I'm recording this the end of January. First of all, go to Natalie's YouTube channel, which is going to be LineDotArrow, and check out the flip through for this. These two kits so that you can get a look at them, because I'm not going to do a flip through at all because of course she's done one. Now also every Saturday, the first 3 Saturdays of the month of February, you will be seeing a challenge video from Natalie. That's a project that you can do with the challenge papers, which are free, and you can go to all 6 of the groups that are participating in this month's challenge drawings to get your challenge papers, and also to post your pictures and get entered into the drawings. Now in the drawings we've changed it this year, and instead of 3 prizes there's 5, but it's 5 single kits, so 1 per person per drawing. So that means there's going to be 30 people are going to win. Yay. So enter early, enter often. If you use the kit papers, either one or both, and that's all, then your entry, your post, is going to be worth 2 entries into the drawing. If you use the kit papers mixed with the challenge papers in your post, and it doesn't have to be the challenge project, it can be any project as long as you use the papers. Okay, so if you use a combination of the kit papers and the challenge papers, you also get 2 entries into the drawing. And if you use just the challenge papers in your post, then you get 1 entry into the drawing. You must tell me in my 3 groups, and I think in all 6 are doing it now, what you've used, whether it's challenge papers and kit papers or just kit papers in your post. Otherwise you're only going to get 1 entry no matter what you used if you don't tell us what it is. Okay, all right, so I think that's it for that for now. And this is video 3, and we're going to be working on a little bit on the cover. We're going to do page 5. I redid these, and then I added the belly band in the pocket with the lace, and then I put the ribbons on there to kind of help you see the lace better, because the lace isn't very dark. And then we're also going to do pages 8, 9, and 10. And I think that's all I've got. 8, 9, 10. That's right. So we'll definitely have enough to fill up this video, if nothing else. Now on the front, I thought, wouldn't it be cool, because we don't have any little pieces of ephemera, no little flowers or anything like that. You're going to have to fussy cut out something from the paper if you want that. We have pockets and tags. So I thought, well, let's do some pockets and tags. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a pocket across here. This is the same paper because I really like it, but the pocket is going to look like a tag. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, and I want to use the music end where the music is. So, well, that's not going to work, is it? How tall do I want it? All right, someone's messaging me directly. Let's go with a 2-inch pocket. And we will cut the width as well. Doesn't matter how high we make it for the width. We already know how high we're gonna make it. So the width is gonna be here. And then I'm going to take a height of 2 inches, and I'm going to use the side with the rows. I'm going to go 2 1/4 so we get more of the rows. And then that gives us this as a scrap, which we might make into the tag. Cut part of the top off. I'd like to say thank you to Natalie. She was very kind, and she sent me a get well soon gift, and it was some beautiful lace from TwoSisterJam, which is one of the groups that's participating in the challenges. So make sure to go over to the TwoSisterJam Etsy shop. And it's spelled just like it sounds, TwoSisterJam. Okay, TwoSisterJam. So they have beautiful laces and things like that. Okay, so we've got that. Now let's make a tag out of it. My handy dandy credit card or insurance card. I think I'll use this corner. These are just random angles that I cut on here. If you're one of those people that can hold it and make it and cut along it at the same time, then you are a much better cutter than I am. Alright, so we'll make this into a tag, and I'm thinking because the pocket's truly only going to be as wide as the square part. Okay, so that means we'll have room, if we want to poke a hole and add a ribbon right there. Okay, let me ink this since it came out the right size on the first try. Better than those other papers, huh? How could I have not seen that when I glued it on, how crooked it was? I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I was super sleepy that morning. Now if we put 2 holes, we could tie a bow. So if we put 2 holes in, putting them at 1/8 of an inch down. And I'm going to use the smaller hole okay. We're going to take this thin brown ribbon we're going to run it from the back to the front on both sides. I had it stuck right through there. Let's get them even-ish. Okay, let's just tie a bow. My hands are freezing, so we'll see. If it doesn't look very good, there we go. Bow's too big. And this one is too. I was just sitting out there whining for some reason. Then I'm going to put a piece of tape on here so it doesn't move. Then I'm going to take this and glue it as a pocket. And I got lucky that the rose was on the top. That's not Oz, that's the dog upstairs making noise. Okay, so now we've got this pocket. And I'm wondering if I should put a little drop of glue in here. so it doesn't come untied. Okay, and then we'll take a couple of the cards that we cut out on the Scan and Cut and put them in there. Now, I'm wondering if I should also put another little pocket here going this way. Remember, there's a pocket right here. Back here. And that tag will stick out along there. All right, well, let me think about that. For now, we've got this one on there. And I think it would be more interesting if we did have the small square at the bottom as a pocket. Let's see if we can make this. This will just fit right in there. Look at that. I love it when my little eyeballs work. I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to put another brown bow on there or not. Can't believe that was the exact right size for that pocket. And I printed on the backs of them all with the paper with the handwriting and the lace, and I cut the tabs off the wrong end, or the little corners off the wrong end. So if I would have made this the top of the pocket, then the handwriting would have been right side up, but as it is, it's not. But it's very, very faint anyway. But this is the paper I printed on the back of all of the sheets. Well, all except for that one. It's going to be made into pockets. Oh, come on. Is that all the farther it's going to go in? I had it in farther than that the first time. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. No ribbon. That's my vote. This flips up. We've got some really small tickets because she put Natalie made a page of minis for each kid. And the minis are when she takes the ephemera, or some of it, from the kit and miniaturizes it down and puts it all on one page instead of it being 3 or 4 to a page. Very handy for tight spaces. Okay, so let's go to page 5, and I'll think about that other pocket. Okay. Now, page 5, this is going to be the paper. And I've already inked it. Then we're going to make a notepad on half of it. So the paper's going to be here. And then we're going to put a notepad right along here, and it's not going to be too thick, or we won't be able to close our folio. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut the width of that. We're going to use the flower side, match up with that. Get this cut to size. Yeah, it's still going to end up pretty wide. We don't have to cut the height. Hopefully this is a nice even number for cutting our papers. I almost picked up a paper clip like I was going to measure with a paper clip. 3.5. Okay. I should have cut the length first. Hi, Oz. What you doing? You just wandering around? You know, I might be able to use 6. It's just one more paper, which is 3. Because I was able to use regular typing paper and not the 31 pound or 32 pound, whatever it is. That isn't very... Okay, so let's mark the height. What are you eating? You eating a piece of paper? Was it good? I looked down, he's chewing. Had to have been a piece of paper. These are going to be a little long. Yeah. About 1/8 of an inch. So I just cut them all off. About 1/16 shorter than what the original one was. So let's ink this. I'm not going to ink all these. And I'm just going to use the tiny attacher and staple them on. And then glue the paper down. That one's not quite in the middle, but okay. Now we're going to take this. It's a good scrap piece of coffee dye paper, which I'm not sure where I've got them put now. And let's see, we'll put that on there. That'll be nice. Except for we didn't do anything to hold this down, did we? What I'm thinking is we could take a piece and glue it this way on the back. Flip it over. And then make a Velcro dot, and then that would hold it shut. I think that's what I'll do. Bone folder this. Burnish it, I mean. And we need to ink it. So I want to do this above the flowers. So I'm thinking right about there. Okay. A little crooked. There we go. Okay. Then we get a hook and loop dot. We're not the V brand, so we can't say that it is. And then that will hold it shut and keep it from flapping. And we'll glue this onto the page. extra where the staples are, because that's going to be the top. It's a little bitty bit crooked. It's just the way the Velcro was holding it. Okay, so we've got that done. Now we need to do 8 and 9. I'm not going to get those done. Now we're going to put this paper across like this again. We have to measure this one. It's not the full width. And make sure that we put it on right side up, because there's writing on here. Cut it crooked for some reason. this is the top one. That means by default the other one is the bottom. Forgot what side I was doing. Then we're going to take this other paper right here. We're going to make 2 large triangle pockets. One's going to face one way and one's going to face the other way. So we're going to cut the pieces the same size. Let's see how I want to do this. Did cut that one crooked. That's all right. We'll use it on the bottom. And cut it that way. We're going to cut this one this way. Okay, so let's cut the crooked side off. I'm just going to cut diagonal from corner to corner. Takes a little finagling to get it on the paper trimmer. Unfortunately, this is the part that was crooked. So this is our pocket for the bottom. Okay, let's ink it. And then we're going to take this one and we're going to cut from this corner to this corner. Okay? And this will be this pocket, which seems big, which is impossible. This one seems a little big as well. I guess if I didn't cut it evenly. Yeah, I'll just trim any little, point or whatever that's too big off. Okay, let's ink this one. That one. Okay. So we're not going to glue the long side. Okay, this is the bottom one, so we'll go ahead and put it on. I don't know how I ended up with that one not printed on the back, but I think it was a duplicate anyway. Not sure. Worked out well for pockets and paper. Okay. We want to make sure the writing is right side up. hard paper in these manila folders because they're crooked all the time. I'm not really happy with how this pocket went on. This is going to be one of those folios that I end up keeping. Now, we could put something on here. I should have enough to do both. Yep, just barely. Too bad I don't have my hair straightener turned on. I could just run it right along there and it would iron it. I'm going to put this back just a little bit from the edge, this glue. Oz. Get away from the door. You know what he did yesterday? The Amazon guy came to the door to bring the magnets. Oz. Get away from the door. Anyway. And I opened the door and the package was sitting there and my feet were right here and he ran out the door right between my legs and I couldn't catch him. He just kept running away from me. You know how they play that game? You step towards them, they run away. Well, we played that game for just a very short amount of time and I know that he's just going to run around for about 45 minutes and then come back. So I wasn't super upset, except he was barking quite a bit. I don't like to disturb the neighbors, you know, with my dog. I expect them to keep their dogs quiet. I'm going to make them even. Okay. Then I may run that brown ribbon right along here and right along here to help distinguish it, you know, make it stand out a little bit more. I do like the scallop of the lace, and I think that'll look nice. Now, we don't have anything to put on the pockets. So what we'll do is we'll do the lace and the ribbons, and then I'm going to leave mine plain and not fussy cut because I can't really do that. But you guys can fussy cut and put stuff, you know, in these areas here as needed. Okay? All right, well, we're actually at an hour and not 45 minutes. So I will see you in the next video, which will be video 4. And yeah, then we'll hopefully be very close to finishing up. So we'll just have 11, 12, and 13 to do. So hopefully we can get all 3 of those done. And yeah, and be done. Okay? Alrighty. Well, thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video.